Act 2. Interior Museum, Future 2149. Later Saturday, in the heart of the exhibit hall, a luminous hologram hovers midair. Breakthrough. Micah steps forward, eyes wide.
Breakthrough?
Images of protests, people marching and shouting, fade. An animation appears, labeled 2024, a room with 12 figures sitting in a semicircle, 2 others, the facilitators, standing in front of them.
Is that supposed to be the first one? The first gathering?
Eliana lingers a step behind him, watching more him than the display.
Yes, people started to gather, in small groups, to listen, to think together.
Another animated hologram fades in, a second gathering, then a third.
To create new solutions out of what was available to them.
Micah watches, awestruck, as the gatherings multiply.
That's just normal now. Everybody goes to gatherings all the time.
Dozens, then hundreds of gatherings slowly fill the room, figures coming together, rings forming and reforming in shifting constellations of light.
Who started the first one? Someone had to say, let's try this.
Maybe. Or maybe it just caught on, the way some things do when people are ready.
Micah squints, unsatisfied.
Still, someone must have sparked it.
He lifts his wrist, taps it. The device chirps to life. He speaks into it, steady.
Note to self, find the genius who started the first gathering.
Eliana glances at him. The soft light of the circles in the expanding holograms reflects in his eyes. Exterior, Tutoring Center, Brooklyn, 2024. Allison steps out of the tutoring center, her eyes scanning the street. Behind her, someone removes a tutors needed sign from the window. She pulls out her phone and checks the time before pocketing it, then continues walking. Interior. Allison's bedroom. Same afternoon, the room is sparsely decorated, the bed slightly unmade. Allison sits cross-legged in the middle, phone in hand. She texts Dennis.
Found a tutoring job, 3 afternoons a week, still can't afford to stay here.
She hesitates, staring at her phone, then continues typing.
Can I move in with you?
Her finger hovers over the screen. She pauses. She exhales, presses send. Allison stares at the phone. The 3 dots appear almost immediately, but then they pause. She waits, staring, holding her breath. Her fingers tap nervously against the bed. Then, finally,
I'll add your name to the mailbox.
Allison exhales deeply. She flops back onto the bed, eyes closing for a moment. Interior Allison's apartment. A few days later, morning. Allison stands at the bathroom sink, brushing her teeth with a quiet focus. Through the mirror, she can see pictures and posters still on the wall in the next room. Ding, buzz, her phone breaks her concentration. She spits into the sink and dashes to the kitchen. She digs through the clutter on the counter, finds her phone under a pile of papers, and reads the text.
Ready?
She smiles slightly, fingers tapping the screen quickly.
Give me 10 minutes.
She presses send, steps over to the wall, and removes the 2 pictures of her Uncle Steve. She carefully places them in a cardboard box. Goes back to get a framed child's drawing of a small person holding a crudely drawn star. The picture is dated August 25th, 2001. On the bottom in wobbly capital letters is the name Allison. She puts the framed drawing in the box by the pictures of Uncle Steve and turns back to the wall to retrieve a poster. Reading.
You never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. Yep. Thank you, Buckminster Fuller.
She rolls it up, puts it in the box, and steps over to the Venus Project poster. Jacques Fresco's vision of a futuristic apartment building. Allison's eyes linger for a moment. Then she reads the words to herself as she pulls it off the wall.
You have to take care of everybody or the system doesn't work. Bless you, Jacques Fresco.
She sets it reverently in the box with the other items. Ding, another message.
I'm here.
Allison grabs the mess of papers from the counter, slips them into the box, and types a response.
Coming.
She grabs her jacket, turns back and surveys the empty apartment, tucks the box of posters and papers under her arm, and strides toward the door. Exterior, Future, 2149. Eliana's apartment building. The exterior of Eliana's apartment looks just like the one pictured on the Jacques Fresco poster on Allison's wall. Interior. Eliana's studio apartment, Tuesday morning, March 25th, 21:49. The room is bathed in soft morning light as Eliana stirs awake. She stretches, then swings her feet onto the floor and stands up. A single touch on the wall activates a hidden mechanism, and her bed, sleek and minimal, silently rises and disappears seamlessly into the ceiling with a soft whir. She heads to the bathroom. The bathroom is an efficient pod, where every surface is one smooth, seamless piece. The toilet is integrated into the shower unit, with the walls curving elegantly to maximize space. Eliana steps in and sits on the toilet. A moment later, when she stands, water jets activate, and the shower envelops her with a cascade of warm, vaporized mist. She closes her eyes for a moment, letting the water refresh her.
Ah, that's so nice.
As she steps out, a pair of air jets activate, and warm, gentle streams of air blow from either side of her body, drying her skin and hair. She glances at her reflection in the sleek mirror in front of her. A U-shaped sonic auto brush extends from the mirror. Eliana presses her lips gently around it, and it vibrates, cleaning her teeth in a matter of seconds. She runs a sleek automated hair wand tool through her long, dark hair, curling and shaping it with ease. As she exits the bathroom, she taps a button beside the door labeled Clean Bathroom. The door closes and a low hum fills the air, followed by a gentle spraying sound, indicating the cleaning process has begun. Eliana walks back into the main room of the studio apartment, touches the wall on her left, releasing her water mug from a built-in dispenser, and takes a sip. Aloud to companion AI.
Outfits.
A holographic projection of images of tops and leggings appears. Eliana touches her selection of styles and colors. There is a soft whir, and a drawer emerges smoothly from the wall. Eliana slips on a form-fitting pair of leggings and a tunic. She takes a few more sips, then begins a series of morning stretches, fluid and practiced, on the mat beneath the now retracted bed. Aloud to companion AI.
Show schedule.
She taps a panel. 7 vertical bars appear, red for personal, orange for home, yellow for community, green for civic, blue for regional, violet for global. She taps the violet bar. The violet panel says, Top Global Priorities, Coral Reef Restoration. Great Barrier Reef, July 19th to 26th. Plant trees to prevent Canada wildfires, August 12th to 20th.
I'll check this one. I can do this.
She taps the planting trees item, and the calendar for August pops up. The 12th to 20th dates turn violet.
Now, back to personal.
She taps the red bar. The personal priorities panel slides into view. Social. Meet with a friend. Self-care. Visit the Sound Healing Center.
I haven't seen Rena in a while.
She taps on social, and a list of contacts appears. She selects Rena's name, leaving a message. Aloud.
Hey, Rena, let's get together soon.
A ding rings out a few seconds later. Rena's name flashes on Eliana's calendar for Friday, March 28th, from 10 o'clock to 11:30 a.m. at the Fountain Cafe.
That was fast.
Eliana taps Rena's name to confirm, and the event turns red on the calendar. There is a green block in the evening, the same Friday, marked Gathering, 7 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. Eliana swipes through a few more panels and clicks on Eliana's Masterships. A list of professional requests from the community appears under Robotics. She quickly drags and drops each of the yellow items into various time slots on her calendar for the upcoming week. She checks the community priorities checklist and upvotes her high priority items. She turns to exit the apartment. The sliding door opens silently, and she steps into the elevator. Exterior, walkway outside Fountain Cafe, Future 2149. Mid-Friday morning, the maglev train glides silently to a stop. Eliana steps off and strides down the tree-lined walkway. No cars. Toddlers laugh and play, their tiny voices ringing out in the air. Adults chat nearby. As Eliana approaches the Fountain Cafe, she spots Rena, 29, soft reddish buzz cut, dressed in form-fitting purple, through the window sitting alone at a table. Eliana enters. Interior, Fountain Cafe. Same morning. The atmosphere inside is cool and fresh, scented with flowers from the living green wall. Eliana inhales, smiling. Floor-to-ceiling windows look out to the path and trees outside. A gentle murmur of conversation fills the space. Eliana slides into the seat across from Rena, who is already looking at the digital menu embedded into the table.
So happy to see you. Did you pick your food yet?
Rena.
Nope. I just got my body scan last week, so I'm debating. Healthy choices or total indulgence.
Tough decision. What's the special today?
Fig tart with caramelized onions. It's getting top reviews this week.
Sounds amazing. I'll go with that too.
The table display lights up. The women wave their palms over it, their fingers tapping with precision. The order is placed with a soft chime.
How's everything going with you?
Well, my nephew Micah is going to be 12 next month. Then he can fully participate in the gatherings.
Wow, he is growing up so fast.
I took him for his first visit to the Museum of the 21st Century last week as part of his coming-of-age process. He had some strong reactions.
Yeah? What happened?
He was horrified. He asked what happened to the kids.
I remember my first time there. It was brutal, unbelievable. I was heartsick for days.
He had so many questions about everything, especially what happened to get us out of the downturn.
The food cart arrives with a soft whir. Robotic arms place their plates in front of them with precise elegance. The steam from the fig tart wafts in the air. Takes a small bite.
This is so good.
They both sip their drinks, enjoying the moment of quiet companionship. Interior Micah's family home, future, 2149. A sleek minimalist dome with seamless walls bathed in soft ambient light. At the center of the room, holographic display hovers in mid-air, projecting Micah's schedule in a 3D grid of floating icons and color-coded notes. Micah stands scrutinizing the virtual calendar. His parents, Sky, 34, short blonde hair, and Danny, 36, mixed race, sit nearby, chatting softly, tapping the air to move items around.
Okay, so I've got makerspace, culinary arts, and storytelling meetup.
Micah flicks his fingers, dragging virtual sticky notes that vanish with a swipe, or snap into place on his calendar. One note reads, "Go to the beach." Its holographic waves crash against the shoreline. To himself.
Been wanting to go and visit Pietro.
Out loud.
Mom, when can we go to the beach?
Sky quickly checks her wrist device. Sky.
Beach. Let's see. How about next Saturday? Danny, can you come too? It would be great to see Felicia and Gabriel.
Danny.
Sure, better get over there while we still can.
Good.
Micah drags the beach icon to next Saturday on the virtual calendar. The note settles into place with a ping.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Companion AI who started the gatherings?
Companion AI, voiceover. Gentle, curious.
The early gatherings were facilitated by Jimena Sanchez, but who set them up is not clearly recorded.
Huh, that's weird. You don't know?
Companion AI, voiceover.
No.
Soft pause. The tone is almost reverent. Companion AI, voiceover.
Some beginnings stay quiet on purpose.
Micah shakes his head, not ready to give up. Companion AI, voiceover.
Maybe consider inquiring about artifacts at the local archives.
Good idea. I'll go over there now.
Companion AI, voiceover.
Let me know what you find.
Micah dashes to the door and presses a button. Sleek rollerblades rise from the floor. He slides his feet into them. Over shoulder to parents.
Catch you later.
The sliding door opens automatically, and Micah glides out. Archives building. The same day Micah looks up at the word archives, engraved above the tall door. His eyes widen when the heavy door swings easily open with a light touch. He glides towards a neatly groomed gentleman, Zen, 60, seated behind the counter, preoccupied.
Excuse me, sir?
A long pause. Micah looks around the large echoing room, with its sleek walls and high ceiling. Zen.
Oh, sorry. What can I do for you, young man?
I'm trying to find out who was the person who started the gatherings. Thought you might be able to help.
You're not the first person who's asked about that. Most people think it was the facilitator. What was her name? Zim.
Jimena? Yeah, but do we know for sure?
Well, unfortunately, we don't have anything here, as far as I know. Some of the archive material from back then got lost in the Brooklyn flood. Sorry.
Seems weird that nobody knows for sure who it was. Well, thanks anyway.
Interior, Dennis's apartment. Evening, 2024. Allison's framed starfish drawing hangs on the wall now. Her posters and pictures, too. Dennis wipes the kitchen counter, shines the toaster with a dish towel, then hangs the towel neatly over the stove handle.
You busy?
Depends.
She pulls out her sketchbook and markers from inside the ottoman, plops down on the couch.
I want to show you something.
He joins her.
So, imagine about 12 people seated in a semicircle, someone up front facilitating.
She sketches it quickly, dots in a semicircle, one dot alone.
No back and forth?
Not at first, one at a time. Everything they say goes up on the wall.
She draws 4 rectangles behind the facilitator.
Like capturing the room's brain.
Exactly, and after everyone's been heard, things shift, people soften, see patterns, something clicks.
And that's the magic part?
Yeah.
She adds a line from the group to a new circle labeled Project.
Is the project the goal or the side effect?
Still figuring that out.
They sit in that thought for a beat. Allison glances at the starfish drawing on the wall, smiles briefly. She flips to a new page, writes follow up, and starts a list.
Afterward, I'll call folks, ask what stuck with them, see if they'd host another, or invite someone new.
Let's see. Scheduling, locations, sign-ups.
Oh, and we'll need trained facilitators.
A lot of them. So, you want me to build a website?
She nods, already mapping out circles and lines.
And when gatherings come up with projects, those get posted on the website so people can get involved.
You're thinking big.
I have to. Are you in?
It's crazy, but let's build it.
Interior, coffee shop, morning. Allison sits at a small table, sipping tea, her laptop open. Mel walks in, gets his coffee, scans the room, joins her.
So, what's the urgency?
Thanks for coming. I've been thinking about your work.
Oh, good.
About listening, what it really means, and how people shift when they're heard.
Mel takes a sip of coffee, watches her.
That's the whole idea.
I've got something brewing, similar roots, different scale.
Let's hear it.
Small group, about 12 people. Weekend event. I want to ask Jimena to facilitate.
Just one event.
To start, then another. Keep it going, different people, maybe some repeats.
And what's the point?
Listening, thinking together, maybe a shared project. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just get started.
And you think that's enough?
No, but it's something.
He leans back slightly, thinking.
It's not what I would do. I don't think it'll work. But I don't own the idea of listening.
I just didn't want you to think I was stealing your...
Interrupting.
You're not. You're planting seeds. I'm trying to grow a forest. It'll take generations. But go ahead. Do your thing.
She nods slowly.
Well, thanks.
Sure.
A quiet settles between them. Allison takes a last sip of her coffee and stands up.
I'll let you get back to your forest then.
She smiles, looks back at him as she heads for the door. Interior, Dennis's apartment. The next morning, Dennis sits at the kitchen table, nursing a mug of coffee. Allison paces, papers spread across the table.
So, how do you even get people to show up?
She keeps pacing, doesn't immediately respond.
Don't you need to make sure the people there represent the diversity of the neighborhood?
Allison pauses, looks at him.
I don't know if we can, not right away. If we wait for perfect, we never start.
She stops, rests her hands on the back of a chair.
We work with whoever comes. That's how it starts.
She sits, absently smoothing one of the papers.
You realize this is impossible, right?
Shrugs.
Maybe so.
Dennis raises an eyebrow, then taps something into his phone. Silence while he calculates.
8 million people in the city. If you want 12 per group, that means you're looking at 600,000 gatherings.
Allison doesn't react.
How do you wrap your head around that?
We don't. We aim for the 3.5% rule.
Dennis stares at her, then more to himself.
3.5% of 8 million. That's 280,000 people divided by 12. Just 23,000 gatherings. No big deal.
Exactly.
A pause. She begins to gather the papers into a neater stack. Dennis watches her. Incredulous.
You're actually serious about this.
Yeah, I am.
Dennis shakes his head.
You're such a dreamer.
Allison glances up at him, says nothing. He reaches across and starts organizing the papers with her.